hardest one because it's the small top. The rest are going to be easy. I don't have any space for the drill. As you can see, the original color underneath. And this is the part where I got this thing. Bullshit plastic veneers. Look at this crap. And I'm just going to repeat the process for them all. Now it's a lot easier because there's space. Now there's no resistance to these stupid rivets. It's crap, dude, crap. The amount that it'll help the sound is extremely negligible. Like, I might stain them or something, so it's not as, like, you know, plain looking. I'm just stain them and sell them. Come on. Stupid ass bench. crap that makes you think it was actually painted. This was some fruity strawberry sparkle, like it also obviously spray painted. But like they'll trick you like that, you know? And it's just cheap bullshit that's marked up so they can make a profit and you'd never figure it out. But it's just some friggin' bullshit plastic. These leg things have bolts on them. This thing doesn't though. I might be able to just cut around it or something and keep them on there. For the tom mounts. I'm gonna stain like a nice medium furniture brown. You can't take the heads off without taking these lug things off. That's one side. This is the last one. All right. Hard choice. Like that, you're like trying to. Feels like I cut around it. Right, a fucking template. Literally, it went pretty crazy right there. Look at this. Look how fake that is, dude. You're trying to tell me I painted that on the wood. It's like some high quality sparkle. Get the fuck out of here. And right up to the leg, but I'll cut it all later, dude. Actually, there's spiders. I can just hold the nut with this. Take the legs out like that, and now I can do it. Alright, here we go, I guess. Welcome to America, I guess, where everything's a fake fucking facade. It's just some bullshit veneers. Bullshit toy aluminum badges and dumb shit. Damn, I'm getting shot up. Alright, let me see. stupid rivets here. So, luckily with the advent of modern technology, it's completely silent recording because you have virtual amp sims for the guitar on the computer. You have virtual amp sims for the guitar on the computer, and then you have the electronic drum. So it's like completely silent, full spectrum audio recording. So I don't need this crap anymore. I don't have to worry about like mics anymore. It doesn't matter. You just do the MIDI and the velocity. Nobody makes it sound more real than me. You're talking about somebody that started with Fruity Loops, clicking every single dot manually on the step sequencer to make drums for my songs. And I would just sit there for like 18 hours, 12 hours, making the velocity realistic. It depends on the sound you use, like what is the kick drum, what is the snare, what is the actual one, because it can sort of start out sounding fake. So then there's only so much you can really do to make it sound real. But like you can take a realistic kick drum or a real sample of a real kick drum, and as long as you do the velocity parameters and you really care about what you're doing and don't rush, and you just say, okay, all day long I'm just gonna do velocity for 12 hours, and you fucking like every single dot, dude. That's like where I come from. That's how I started. So you don't need like mics anymore, an acoustic drum. You don't need it. The only reason you would need it is if you're like well known for the sound and your band has a certain sound that you want to go for because, wow, that snare's just so good. That's really, at this point in the game, that's the only thing you need it for. But just about every drum set has been replicated digitally. So I want to make it, like I said, I want to make it like that color. Like those super nice Ibanez S series and the super nice Gibson SGs in the medium wood colors. You know, those are like the most beautiful natural finishes. Like this shit doesn't even do anything anyway. These stupid sound hole ports, like it doesn't do anything. Yeah, it lets some of it escape, but that's why you don't use two heads. It's just this head and that head. It's two things to deal with the tuning. So I just play open back shells on everything. It's a different sound. It doesn't matter. If you know what you're doing with muting, it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to get this thing out. It's free blown up. Yeah, this is a DNA series. Like, come on. All right. It doesn't matter. It's a $400 piece of crap. It's just the type of gear you learn shit on. You know what I mean? You don't care as much about ruining it or resale value. Who cares? You're trying to make your own. I don't want something that anybody else already has. That's just me as a learner. But you're like 14, just starting out, and your favorite guitar player has a thing. Yeah, that's one thing. 'Cause you're still learning. But at a certain point in self-actualization, you don't want anything somebody has. I'm trying to take this bolt and tap this stupid thing out. There it goes. These things. Anyway, like how cool would that look? Like, you know, being played like. You know, I think it looks awesome, dude. It's like blank as hell. This is like too naked though. I wanted like medium. You know, like floating in the rack or something. That's what it would be like. That's what it would look like. Like this. Like from that aspect. If you were playing the drums, this is what you would see. Or maybe it's backwards because I'm using the back camera. It would be like this. You know what I'm saying? This is what it would look like to you. It's gonna look awesome. That's the thing too. I love the small like 8-inch tom, the 10-inch. I always wanted it, but it just never had any money. And all the nice drum sets, that's what they had. So I guess my mind just associated it with more expensive drum kits. But it's not like that one there is not as small as that one. Obviously the height is different, but I'm talking about the diameter. Like that's an 8-inch and that's probably like a 10. You know, but I got all kinds of shit around here. All the studio stuff over there, like it's happening. There's a million little projects like this I like to do. So you know, I'm getting to it. A little bit of a look at the ZF Music Studio. You know who that is. So yeah, I'm getting around to it. That's just one more that's done. These I just put strings on. The bass is next. I always got like extras, you know, like for different videos. And what you do is boil them. Because we were poor. We weren't old enough to work. We were like teenagers starting out. So it's kind of expensive, $20, $30 for one pack of 4 bass strings. The old trick is that you boil it. So all the corrosion and all the stuff comes off and then you can make it last twice as long. You know, it's a long way from asking mom for money for bass strings, but I got them here somewhere. And all movie props and crap, I'm getting to it. It's just one thing at a time. So I'm going to put each of these in Ziploc bags for like each drum so I know what the hell is what. And that's it. They're going to look awesome stained, dude, with the fucking rims all shiny and glossy. I'm talking about like this color, you know? Like a medium, totally medium, like a stripe on it, like a perfect medium, like the dark chips on there. It just looks so awesome. It gives a feel, like especially when it's nice and clicky and you got the like an Evans E-Man head and you stuff like pillows or blanket in there and it's just like clicky and impactful and punchy. I'm all about the natural shit. Like these guitars are cool or whatever, the super strats and the metal stuff, but I'm actually going to strip this down. I got to get a $50 heat gun. I'm going to do like half of this wood going up and keep this black. Or no, I'm going to keep this black going up and make this wood, and then this wood, make this black and keep that. It's just going to be sick. But like, obviously, I'm not going to do that with expensive equipment that there's room for error. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing it for the first time. I'm not going to do all that. But a piece of crap, drums like that, I don't care. Any guitar like this is 400, you could buy like 10 of them. Doesn't matter, you know? But ultimately, I want to make this wood, this exact color. You know, that medium. Oh, it's going to look so good that way.